Hi, I'm Mr. Lamb from Marksburg Middle School.
And I'm Miss Lamb from Corporate Landing Middle School.
And today we're bringing you a video about exponents and powers of 10. This is not going to have an awful lot of stuff in it, so it should be a pretty easy one to get.
Short and sweet and to the point. Alright, so our learning target, I can recognize and represent patterns with bases and exponents that are whole numbers.
So, go ahead.
So we're going to really stick to whole numbers. It's going to make it pretty fast, pretty easy.
Okay, so the first thing we need to know about is when we look at a number raised to a power, what does it mean? So here we have 4 to the third power. That's another way of saying 4 raised to the third power. So 4 to the third power, the 4 is called the base. That's the number that we're using. And then there's the exponent. That's the number we're raising it to. So a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that this means 4 times 3.
No,
it does not. 4 times 3 is 12. This answer is nowhere near 12. It means 4 to the third power means 4 times 4 times 4, or 4 3 times.
So I know that 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4, ooh, right here is 64. So 4 to the third power, the base gets really big really fast, and that's what exponents do. It's kind of a shorthand way of writing these big numbers. Here's kind of a silly one, 1 to the 5th power.
So that means 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. God, that's got to be a pretty big number. You did it 5 times.
Well, I know, but 1's kind of weird because 1 times 1 is
1.
Times 1 is
1.
Times 1 is
1.
Times 1 is
1.
All right, so that wasn't. Ooh,
Oh.
permission to write on the board, please. Is 1. So that's not too big. But let's look at this one. Here's 3 to the 2nd power, also known as 3 squared. That means 3 is my base, and I'm going to write it down and multiply it twice.
Times itself twice.
So 3 times 3 is
9.
9. Now, the numbers get really big. We've got some pretty simple ones here. We're going to let you know, you get to use a calculator a lot on this because the numbers get really big.
Because as the numbers get bigger, a calculator really saves the day. So, using the Desmos scientific calculator in ClassLink. Now, right now, it isn't hooked up in ClassLink. So we can't use it on ClassLink, but what we can do...
Go back. I touched the button. Yeah.
Okay. But what we can do is we have like a link that will take us to the Desmos Calculator. So really, if you want to use the Desmos Calculator and the ClassLink isn't working for it, it's just go to Google, type in Desmos Calculator, but make sure you type in the scientific calculator, and this is what will come up. Do we want to explain some of these buttons?
Well, let's just explain the one we need here. This is the exponent button. It's a to the b power. A is our base.
So A would be the base.
There you go.
So A would be the base.
And B.
Ooh, that's terrible. And B
is
the exponent.
Now I'm going to rewrite something. My husband,
she doesn't like the way I write.
No. A.
Okay, fine. Hold on, stop.
B power.
Stop. Now do it.
A to the B power. This A is the base. Now, why they didn't use B for base, I don't know. But that's the button. So if I wanted to do 3, oops, gotta take it off that. 3, there's my base, and I do square, and I want to change it. I click that button, and now it gives our cursor up
Notice
here.
that the cursor moved. Oh, I messed up. So let me touch it. There we go.
And
notice it moves up because it's at what they call a superscript, or a number that's raised above it.
There's the answer.
So there's 3 squared equals 9, and we used our AB button.
Let's get something harder.
Yeah, let's use something. Oh, can I do one? Sure. How about if we had 12, and we're going to raise it to the power of just 4, which would be 12 times 12 times 12 times 12. So we're going to do 4, and oh my goodness, look how fast it goes up.
20,736. Now,
so if you ever get a chance for like your bank account to be an exponent,
ooh,
that would be cool.
It's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
Okay. Let's get off of this page real
Oh,
quick.
can I show something first?
Oh,
too late. I can go back real fast though. I wanted to show you one more button. So this is the AB button, that's the important button, that's the exponent button. But we have a special exponent called squared. And that's the squared button. That's just a number times itself. So that's what squared is. We're talking about square a lot. So I just wanted to show you that button.
Bam.
5 squared, 5 times 5, 25.
Clear all. 6 squared. Bam.
Yep.
36. Clear all. 9 squared.
Bam!
Bam. 81. I could do that all day.
I can do the bam too.
All right.
Okay, now we can get rid of this.
Okay, I think we have one more topic. One more topic.
Okay, so let's go to the next slide.
We have one more quick topic, and that is...
Well, this is just showing you again, we were going to show you the calculator, but we already showed you the calculator. We don't need to do that.
Okay.
Oh, back up.
So there's some special rules, and we kind of did, well, we didn't do this one, but any number raised to the power of 1 equals whatever the base is. So
if I have 4, dang it.
Permission?
So if I have 4 raised to the first power, what's it say it equals? It equals the base. The base is 4. If I have 15 raised to the first power, well, what's the base? It equals 15. In a minute, we'll prove it on the Desmos Calculator, but for right now, we want to show you the second rule.
This is the kind of the tricky rule. Any number raised to the 0 power. Now, most people would think, well, that means I just don't have a base. It's 0. It's not. It actually equals 1. So if I have 12 to the 0 power, that's 1. 6 to the 0 power, that's 1. And that's probably the one that I need you to put into the Desmos Calculator just to check it every single time. Because it seems easy, but it's one that could be easily confused.
Yes. So here's what it looks like on a Desmos Calculator. We said any number raised to the power of 1, and raised to the power of 1 is equal to the number. So we're going to use 1,000. Okay, nice big number, right? And we're going to raise it to the power of 1, and look.
I mean, I think that's, it's a rule, but I think, you know.
It's a pretty easy rule to remember. Much harder to remember, go ahead,
is a number like 256 raised to the 0 power
is always 1.
Do another one to the 0 power.
Okay, how about let's do 1,000 again.
Okay.
Okay, so did you hit?
I did not clear.
Clear it. So we have 1,000 raised to the power of 0. Look, doesn't make any difference what it is. It's always 1.
I'm going to be tricky. I'm going to put negative 36. Oops.
Oop, you got to hit enter first.
I'm going to
Clear it. Yeah.
I'm going to put negative 36, and I'm going to raise that to the 0 power.
Oh, negative 1.
Oh, because of the negative sign.
Because of the negative sign.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, they don't have to worry about that. Sorry,
You guys don't have to worry about that, but it's still just remember 1.
All right, and we have one more example to work with, and that's just powers of 10.
Oh, we do.
And
right.
powers of 10.
Give me a second. Oh, where did it go? There it is. Okay. I'll give you a pen. There it is.
So if we have 10 to the 0 power, we have.
We already know that, right?
What is it?
1.
And if I have 10 to the first power,
we already know that one too.
What?
10.
And if I have 10 squared, which means 10
times 10, it
I
equals
have, 1 and
2 zeros.
100.
Ooh, I bet I can see a pattern here.
10 times 10 times 10 equals.
We'll put the 1, and let's see, I have 1, 2, 3 zeros.
3 zeros.
Hey, I bet I can do any one of these you put up there. I can even do 10 to the 6. And I'm not going to write out 6 tens. I know that it's going to be 1 and how many zeros?
6.
6.
Now, we do
have... it equals our bank account, Mrs. Lamb. 1 million.
1 million pennies? I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about right there, guys. So anyway, not a very easy pattern to learn. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Because we said we wouldn't talk very long.
Yeah, but we can't ever not talk very long. Next step.
If you're still confused, there are more things that you can watch. But if you've got it, which I bet you do, return to your assignment page and complete your practice.
So talk soon. See you in class. Bye. Love ya.